Hey, I'm John Rueben and you're watching Soundcheck. I got into hip-hop music probably at a young age because I really liked writing poetry and short stories, and I really got into early 90s hip-hop.
But still so hard to find. Finally, the reality of things to come pushed me to the edge. I jumped off the cliff into the abyss, as I said.
And I grew up listening to a lot of the positive stuff, and you know, I think hip-hop music's seen so many different perspectives, perhaps, and right now, negative perspective is very popular. But I grew up listening to some really positive, good stuff, and that's what initially intrigued me.
Searching for the truth in all of it. Are we debating just to win the argument?
You know, I originally wrote the album as 2 albums, and yeah, one was supposed to be a side project, and one was just kind of some fun songs, and everyone liked the side project almost a little better than the fun tunes. You know, handfuls of songs. Some songs are, you know, perhaps a little darker, and some songs are a little more optimistic. But yeah, I think it represented a good period of my life. I'm probably still in that period of life. I mean, it really is. Every day you have to face the challenge of how you're gonna perceive it, your surroundings, your environment, your situation. And
let's think about this future we're creating. Let's think about this life that is fading.
You know, I know I hit rock bottom when I was about 16, and I think 16 or 17, I really began to call out to God and really ask Him. You know, I'd heard about God, I heard about Jesus. You know, it had passed through my brain once or twice, and never really focused on it much. But I really focused on starting a relationship, and I know in the midst of that, I began to experience a lot of freedom, and probably some of the best years of my life were in all honesty, were in my latter teens, after I come to that understanding that, wow, life is really rough, and it's really hard, and it's always going to be hard, but right here is a sense of purpose and a sense of hope, and you know, I've been living out of that ever since. And so I just encourage you guys that you know, wherever you're at in life, some of you are really going through it. Some of you, I would say all of you are going through it. We're all going through it. And just know that everybody's feeling probably the same thing. People have moments of hope, moments of loneliness, moments of despair. That's the beautiful thing about hope in Jesus Christ, is that I believe He knew every single one of those experiences, and that's really amazing. So, be encouraged. Come back. It's going to be this fun all the time, or even funner. Here's everybody else, and here's the time you've had with me.